Hello, beautiful angels. Welcome back. It is 2019. We're gonna get it. Boom. Oh, hi everyone. It's been a little while since I've videoed on here, but one of my New Year's goals, not resolutions, is to be giving you ladies more attention on here, giving you more of the content that you want to see. So we are kicking it off. 2nd of Jan, let's go. So for those of you that are subscribed to the channel already, thank you so much for being here. And if you are not subscribed, make sure to subscribe just below. Lots of content coming up for you guys, not just prep related, general training, fitness, nutrition, healthy living. We love all that. This video, as you can see from the title, it's going to be a little bit of a mixture today. It's going to be a little bit of glute training that I have filmed for you guys, and also just wanted to talk to you about sticking to your January plans, how to stick to a goal, well, how to go for a goal, set a plan in place, but how to stick to it long term. And if you can see, like, the successful sign of a glute session, oh my gosh, like I don't have any nails on one hand. I lift more with this hand. I don't know how that happened, but they've all gone. So yeah, ignore that. How to kickstart your plan and how to stick to it. The first thing for me, it's always been 9 years of training, structure your training. So if you know that you've got like legs tomorrow, shoulders today, whatever split you're doing, whether it's push and pull or whatever, if you've got a plan, you're going to be more likely to stick to it because you know that, like, well, today is this day and tomorrow is this day, rather than trying to just like ad hoc wing it when you're in the gym. If you have that plan in place, you're mentally just going to be more accountable to that because you feel like you're not sticking to the plan if you don't go that day, or if you do something a little bit different, or you miss a body part or whatever. So structure your training. If you've got previous experience of training, then that'll be easy enough for you. You know, it doesn't have to be like any particular split, like whatever you enjoy. Just split your body parts up, make sure you're fully recovered. If you don't have much experience of training, there are plenty of personal trainers. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? There are plenty of personal trainers, plenty of coaches that can do that for you. So hire someone who can. If you can't, hire someone who can, and they'll be more than happy to get your plan sorted. Just start somewhere. It doesn't matter where you start or how you start, just start. And yeah, get a nice structured plan in place. I also find that helps with structuring the training around your life. And I think, like, we can all get a bit held up with, like, oh, I'm so busy, but if you structure your training, you know what you're doing on what day and sort of when you're doing it, it helps you structure your whole day and your whole week a lot easier so that you can fit in everything that means things to you. So you don't feel like you're going to be missing out or having to like postpone something else. Like, if everything's planned and structured, then you're not going to end up like resenting the gym because you know, took something else's place. Like, you can fit everything in if you get that structure in place. And depending on like how much accountability you need, like if you don't really necessarily need like the push in the gym, but you know kind of what you're doing on the gym floor, online coaching might be a little bit better for you. Online plans and things like that, because you know what you're doing on the gym floor. If you do need that motivation in the gym, then a personal trainer might be a little bit better for you, checking your form, giving you that motivation in the moment. And yeah, it just depends on like how much accountability you need as well. Just having like that check-in at the end of the week, or like that consultation with your personal trainer every couple of weeks, like, can really hold you accountable to that structure. Second thing is to make it realistic. So the plan or the structure that you have in place, make it realistic for you. Like having short-term fitness goals as well as your long-term goals that are realistic, it'll mean that you're not going to get that overwhelming feeling of like, oh my god, like I've completely fallen off the wagon because like I ate this, or I didn't go to the gym on this day. Like, if you, in your plan, it's like you must go to the gym 6 times a week and do cardio 6 times a week, and like for you, you've got kids and a full-time job, like that is like going from doing nothing to all the shit, like, is just a lot. So make it realistic for you, and that way, like, if you miss, like, say you're meant to be doing 6 sessions and you miss one, well, start at 3 sessions, start at 4 sessions, and then when you can fit that in, that'll make you feel good because you're hitting your goal of going to the gym 4 times a week. Then maybe think, you know what, actually I could maybe free up a 5th day here, and then add that in when you can. So make it realistic for yourself, and that'll just avoid that feeling that you've fallen off, because you haven't fallen off. Like, that's a mental choice that you've fallen off the wagon. Like, everyone has little hiccups, nothing's completely smooth, but avoid that feeling of failure by not overstretching yourself completely, and start small. Like, especially like in terms of nutrition, like a lot of PTs will tell you this when they're working with people that have like not really been in the industry for long and things like that. You're going to look at someone's diary, food diary, and you're going to start making small tweaks, because the worst thing you can do is take someone from 0 to 100 straight away, and again, they do one tiny thing that isn't on the plan and they feel like they failed. Like, that's not what you want. You don't want to set up for failure. So look at your overall nutrition, start making better choices. So I say better, like start making those choices and putting those habits in place. So say you don't eat breakfast, or you don't eat till like 2 in the afternoon, but it's really affecting you, like, and you don't feel great in the mornings and you really want to start eating breakfast, start eating a small breakfast. You know, little things like that. Start saying, okay, well, I'm going to try and eat more regularly. I'm going to try eating more regular meals. I'm going to try eating more whole foods. But say, you know what, I'm going to get the majority of my meals from whole foods rather than processed foods. Start making small changes rather than going from like, I eat completely like 3 times a day massive calorie dense foods, processed foods, to I'm going to eat 6 small whole foods a day meals. Like, it's a massive shift, and it'll panic you, or you'll make one tiny mistake and feel like you've messed it all up. Start small, keep layering those habits. And the thing is, like, once you've mastered one level and you go, you know, I'm really getting this, like, this is starting to become a habit now, you continue to level up, level up, level up. You just keep layering habits until everything feels like second nature. But if you go from 0 to 100, it'll be quite a lot to take on. So yeah, start small, especially if you're making like a big change and you haven't got sort of prior experience in kind of fitness or nutrition. Get someone to assist you with it, a personal trainer, a coach, whoever, and start making those small changes and really layering them. Do what you enjoy. This is huge. If you don't enjoy it, you will not stick to it. Like, you will not stick to it. Like, you don't. Oh no. What I really don't like seeing in the gym is people going in and like feeling like they are torturing themselves in the gym. Like, it is not a place for you to torture yourself, it's a place for you to better yourself. And I think like that's where I made that shift like 9 years ago, from cardio to lifting weights, because I'm like, yeah, like, it makes me feel like a badass, like, and it still makes me feel like a badass. Like, I love going in there, lifting weights, and it's because I enjoy it. And then when I don't enjoy it, because we all have little periods where we don't, I have a little bit of time off. I go and do some yoga, some dancing, like whatever I enjoy, and then you get it back. Like, so plan your programs around things that you enjoy. If you love like cardio, do cardio. If you love like HIIT training, do HIIT training. You know, if you love CrossFit, then go down the CrossFit avenue. But what you've got to be aware of is that obviously different types of exercise will produce different types of results. So as long as you're cool with that and you're doing it for how you feel, and you just want to generally get healthier in yourself and feel great in the gym, then go about what you enjoy. There may be some elements where you might have to say, okay, I want to build my muscle, and you're like, well, I don't think I particularly enjoy weight training. Well, there's some element of the goal doesn't match up to what you enjoy there, so you are going to have to include some resistance training to get to that goal. But 9 times out of 10, like, you will enjoy it because you'll be working towards that goal. So find what it is that you enjoy in the gym and do that. Do what makes you happy, because you will stick to it. If it's making you happy, like, people will forget what they say, forget what you did, but they will never forget how you were made to feel. Hi, Angelo. Love that quote. It's true. Like, it's all about feeling, and if you make that good mental connection, it makes you feel good, you will stick at it. Set yourself short and long-term goals. This is my last one. Once you've got the plan in place, set yourself a goal, whether it's a holiday or like a dress that you need to fit in, like your birthday dress, your wedding dress, your graduation dress, anything. Like, for me, the thing that gets me back on track after Christmas is that my birthday's in 5 weeks. It's the beginning of Feb. So I always think, right, I need to look sick in a nice dress for my birthday. Time to get back on track. And even if it's just shifting the way I got on for Christmas, doing a bit of extra cardio, getting back to it, it just sets my head up like for January. So set yourself some goals. really identify with why you're doing this. Like, is it to feel better? Is it for your mental health? Is it to look better? Is it for your general health? Is it to run around with your kids? Like, really identify with why you're doing it and set yourself a goal, and that'll hold you accountable without somebody else having to hold you accountable all the time. Like, you really want to be owning this. It's your goal, it's your fitness journey, so set yourself some short and long-term goals, and really hold yourself accountable to them. Whilst it is important that things fit into your life, like, I think it's so important to make small changes and make it fit to your life, it is also important to remember that we need to make a change to see a change. So there is some element that, like, sometimes you have to do things you don't necessarily want to do in the moment. Like, we don't always want to get up at like silly o'clock in the morning and go to the gym, but we feel great when we're there and we feel awesome afterwards. You've got to see it, you've got to make a change to see a change. So yeah, write down your goals, make them tangible, and that'll really help set you up and remember your why. And then don't let you down. Like, this is your thing, guys. You started it, so really go after your goals this year. So that is how I set myself up for the year, in terms of sticking to a plan, whether it's like an off-season plan, a prep plan, or just generally getting back on it after Christmas. We all kind of start in that same area in January where we're kind of out of the Christmas bubble. So that's how I get back on track. That is my advice to you guys, and we are all in this together. So let's go after those January goals. If you don't have prior experience in the industry, there are plenty of trainers, plenty of coaches that can help you. Drop me a DM, drop me a comment underneath here. Let's see what we can do together. I am all about getting you in a great place mentally and physically this year. 2019 is all about feeling great from the inside out. So I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to post now some glutes that I did today in the gym. A lot of you saying you want to see more like training style videos, so this is just a quick workout that I threw together today. Do you try this at all, or any of the exercises from it? Let me know how you got on, and yeah, let's get healthy and lean in 2019. See you soon, guys. So I started this session with some sumo deadlifts. I haven't done these in absolutely ages, so felt good to start working up on these again. This set that you can see here is actually my final set. I started off with 40 kilos, I then worked up to 50, and then I went into 60 kilos, just rested my knee a little bit. We then did a superset. So here I'm doing dumbbell RDLs, so Romanian deadlifts. So these with a slight bent knee, obviously keeping the dumbbells close to the leg, and you're really pushing those glutes out, pushing through the heel and through the glute to bring those dumbbells back up. I then supersetted this with some backward lunges, again with dumbbells. I'm really not great with bending my knee at the moment. It's hurting quite a bit to like put the pressure through my knee. So lunges aren't the best exercise at the minute for me. But yeah, these are absolutely great for targeting your glutes when you can get really nice and low, really push those glutes down and back, and push through the heel as you're bringing those dumbbells back up. Sometimes I do like to bring that opposing leg forward as well as that comes through from the back and leaves the floor. It just helps to really contract that opposite glute through as you come up to the top of the movement as well. I then moved on to some glute bridges. Again, I've really been working on my form on these recently, just trying to keep my shoulders on that bench rather than a lot of my back. I know I've seen a couple of girls posting about this. I don't really go massively heavy because I really like to keep the target in the glutes in this exercise. I don't want my quads taking over or my hamstrings. So really play around with that foot positioning. You really want to go for a weight that's going to allow you to really thrust up through the glute and the glute only, and hold for half a second at the top as well. And then, oh my goodness, you can't even get a flattering angle of this at all. But I moved into some cable kickbacks then after some of those bigger movements. I did a superset here as well. So on each leg, we went through 10 bent leg, more like a donkey kick. And then into more of a straight leg sort of pulse movement just to finish off, and really kind of go to failure through each set. So I did that one leg first, so the donkey style kickback into the straight leg kickback, and then we swapped to the opposite leg, again donkey kick into the straight leg. Again, as you can see, not overly heavy with this movement, just pulsing. I did then finish with some abductor work, just 3 sets of 15, just to burn that out and just finish off that glute set.